Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today I've got this Seiko SRPE71K1 to show you. This is going to be modified, of course, and as pretty much all the watches I review, I end up modifying, but I thought this would be cool to show you as it is, because this is again a pretty wild all gold version. This is the rose gold version. Might not appear that so much that way on the camera, but you'll see the difference if you have a look at the all yellow gold version I did before. Now, of course, Seiko 5 Sports are excellent for modding. They are the same size and shape as SKX007, so that you can use all of those parts. You can switch out dials and so on, and that's what we'll be doing to this watch. We're actually going to keep a lot of the rose gold, but we're going to switch the dial for something else. So keep watching and you'll get to see the final outcome. I've reviewed quite a few of these. This is nothing really new. The interesting thing with these models in particular is that kind of textured bezel, which is aluminium, I believe, but it's got these kind of extruded numbers, and interestingly it has the number 60 at the top rather than a triangle or a marker or a loom pip or something. So it's a little weird to get used to, actually, to begin with, but once you're used to it, it's fine. Actually, perhaps makes more sense that, you know, you end the timing at 60. It is a little hard to quickly tell which number's which if it's in use, but I guess it's mainly for the looks anyway. So I guess this is Seiko's sort of fashion watch style, and that's where they're going with this model. But the nice thing is, don't like the bezel? Well, it's easy enough to switch it out. 4-hour 36 movement inside. You'll see this one is showing the Arabic day, but we can switch that over to English as well. Automatic movement. These are now, I think, 100 meters water resistant from the factory. Of course, if you modify it, you can change the case backs and so on, and in theory you could get more, but these are no longer really dive watches. They are more designed for the style and the color schemes and so on, and thank you, Seiko, for creating so many different options of these types of watches, because it really helps people that modify them get exactly what they want. So the bracelet is actually quite okay, I'd say. It's not perfect, it's got hollow end links and so on, but once it's sized and it's on your wrist, the sort of slightly cheaper tinny feeling kind of gets hidden. So you don't really notice that it isn't a solid link bracelet or solid end link bracelet once it's on. And easy enough to size with the pins. They're not folded links, they are sort of somewhat solid links, but yeah, hollow end links there. The clasp is Seiko, of course, and underneath you'll see the 4-hour 36 movement through that lovely exhibition caseback. And interestingly, all the more recent ones have this made in China sticker on them. So I guess maybe that is a new thing they've had to do on the more recent models I've been receiving, is to stick that made in China sticker on. So yes, these are not made in Japan. They're a Japanese company, Japanese brand, but the watch itself, and I guess all the parts for this particular model, will have been made in China. So there you go, guys. What do you think of the all rose gold? Now, it's obviously pretty out there. It's not something I would personally wear as it is. However, this is exactly the same case as you'll see on my root beer mod, which is incredibly popular. I love that watch, and I would happily wear a bit of rose gold, maybe not all rose gold. So what we're actually going to do with this is switch out the dial and switch out the bezel insert, and of course encase it all with a sapphire, domed sapphire crystal. We're going to keep the bracelet and so on because Steve wants a rose gold watch, but it's going to look quite a lot different when I show you that in a minute. One thing we are going to keep is those Seiko original hands, because I feel like a lot of these colors you're going to struggle to find parts. For example, the bracelet, I'm not sure if an all rose gold bracelet is available from a better kind of source, such as NamokiMODS, Watch and Style, or Strap Code and so on. or at least it's not available at a low enough cost yet. So we will have to see about the bracelet, but those are the parts we're going to switch out, and let's see what that looks like. So it's a couple of hours later, and here she is, the finished modified version. Now, straight away, it looks quite different from the original, almost indistinguishable, apart from, of course, the case and bracelet. But if we dive in straight away to that dial, this is the centerpiece of the watch, and it's this gorgeous sunburst and kind of waffle pattern dial from NamokiMODS. Really good quality finishing on there, like the text is super precise, and those little bevels all the way up and down and across really help play with the light, and almost have when you get the reflections on each one or each area, it does really shine in the light, especially daylight. So really happy with that dial. High quality parts, of course, NamokiMODS, thank you very much. We have also fitted a double dome sapphire crystal, which is pretty much my go-to mod for pretty much any Seiko mod. And we've gone for this sort of bronze color. This is called the Sienna bezel insert by DLW. It's steel, and it's coated in this kind of rich brown color, which I would say looks more like bronze. So we've done that to try and balance the color and frame this lovely dial a bit. We've kept the original chapter ring, which also matches the bezel, which matches the case, and so on. So yeah, pretty wild design, and thanks again to Steve for his design idea here. You'll have seen a few of his watches on my channel already, and in fact I'm actually making him a very special and very exciting project very soon. That'll be a surprise for him. So I'll be sharing that on Instagram and of course YouTube very soon as well. But I hope you like this project, guys. It's something different. Every mod is unique, of course, handmade here, and this is no exception. Really came out great. Sometimes the wild ideas really work, and if you're into these kind of colors, maybe this is also the watch for you. So thank you, Steve. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.